Hello and welcome to the ATM Biz Report in association with the 9 to 5 Conspiracy. Here we have a conspiracy where mankind is nurtured to pursue a form of income that is the highest taxed form of income. Where we have these institutions and structures set up to train society and the youth to learn to be employees, to learn to be slaves. Now, if the majority of the wealth is owned by an elite party, an elite 1 to 5%, leaving the rest of the population with peanuts pay, then we have an issue here, because the majority of the wealth of the world that's owned by 1 to 5% of the population are not gaining that wealth from the way that the majority of the world is taught to gain income, which is by a 9 to 5 job. If the majority of the wealth of the world is gained by other means, then why is that not taught to the rest of the population? This must be conspiracy. Maybe they don't want it to be known, or a skill to be known for the rest of the population, because we have a sort of pyramid scheme structure here, where those that make the majority of the wealth are at the top, and those that make peanuts pay, the majority of the population, are at the bottom. And they stay at the bottom and have to be at the bottom for those at the top to be at the top. Now, this system is being shaken and dismantled by this new technology in blockchain, cryptocurrency, the digital coin. We're entered into an information age here, where the youth, where kids are becoming millionaires every day. Hundreds, not just from cryptocurrency, but from various online businesses. We don't have to have a brick and mortar physical location to make money. People are waking up. People are seeing that there are many other ways to make money than the 9 to 5. Now, what is also interesting is that we're taught from growing up that we need to go to school, study, and then go to college in order to get a job. But when you go to college, more than likely you're coming out with a lot of debt. And that job that you may get, because when I went to college, I came out with no job. It took several months to get a job. And you know what the job I got was a job that I didn't even need a college education to get. This happens to a lot of people. It's a very common circumstance. Now, when a person goes through that, they may feel like they've been scammed. They may feel like they've been misrepresented, in a sense, told the wrong information. It's all within our society and our structure, from our family, from our parents, from our friends. Everybody says this is the way to go, so you go that way, And lo and behold, decades pass, you finally realize that wasn't the best way to go. Now, getting into this video, I'm going to try to understand what Bitcoin is doing, what it did before. When we saw the sudden rise in Bitcoin back in 2017, it started to happen around April. Started to happen around April, give or take. Now, the reason why I say April is as we can see here is that what happened around April, the 1st of April, Japan clears Bitcoin as legal tender. April 1st, 2017. Japan recognizes Bitcoin as a legal method of payment. The country's legislature passed a law following months of debate that brought Bitcoin exchanges under anti-money laundering, know your customers rules, while also categorizing Bitcoin as a kind of prepaid payment instrument. Now, the way we can tie this in is that there's two countries that caused the rise in cryptocurrency prices. One for China is that China was the main country that has the most mining operations, but the government cracked down on Chinese-based digital currency exchanges. So Japan stepped in, filled the Chinese void. Okay, when Japan legalized, if you will, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, then we see this sudden rise. This continued rise, exponential rise in Bitcoin. Now, it's already known that most of the trading volume is in Asian countries, although most the exchanges are in the UK, but most of the trading volume is in Asian countries. Now, Chinese exchanges like Binance, because of the regulation in China, South Korea had to move their operations to Malta, which is in Europe, and a lot of exchanges have followed suit. So we have the most volume from exchanges coming from Malta and then South Korea. Okay. Now, what I wanted to tie in is that, well, first let me talk about Litecoin. Let's talk about Litecoin. Litecoin seems to be, I've noticed Litecoin seemed to be moving a little bit further ahead of Bitcoin, like it's taking a lead. When we saw that Litecoin was breaking the bear trend, it was doing that before Bitcoin. And now Litecoin is showing the momentary bearish pullback a little bit before Bitcoin. We may see a momentary bearish move here as the price is hitting resistance right here. So we may see a momentary bear pullback, and that's good. As I said in the previous video, this gives us the opportunity to continue to buy at lower prices. All right, and we see the same thing with Ethereum. Ethereum is showing the formation of a minor pullback. You see, where we have this double top right here, and if you go to 4 hour, see sort of a head and shoulders right there. Okay, this probably can be seen on the Bitcoin chart as well. As we zoom in, you see the head and shoulder, you see the double top right here. And on the 4 hour chart, you see sort of a formation of a head and shoulders. Now, we know that Bitcoin will fall, say, if it breaks the trend line. If it goes down, breaks this support, then it'll go down to the 4,000 level. Okay. So now we looked at analysis. Let's talk about how Warren Buffett, and I know this is probably old, but it's something I wanted to elaborate on. Warren Buffett says Bitcoin is no value. at all. This is actually was in 2019, so it is still relevant. Okay. He says I'm sympathetic to people that own it. Now, how are we going to get this? Now, this is the guy that said that Facebook and Amazon, he didn't see any value in that. And now he's saying he doesn't see any unique value in Bitcoin. Well, there's no unique value even in the dollar. Okay. The dollar is fiat currency. It's paper money. Eventually returns to its intrinsic value, which is zero. So the value definitely has no value. We have something here, cryptocurrency, that actually can have some value. So it's not really the coin that has the value, because we have this coin, MONACOIN. All right, this is the first Japanese cryptocurrency, spiked up 70% this week, making a lot of people a lot of money. Now, it's not the coin, it's the value. It's the person behind the coin. It's the cause behind the coin. It's the community behind the coin. It's the movement behind the coin. That's the value. It's the people that see value in it. You are the value in the coin. You are more valuable than a coin. The complexity of a human being is more valuable than a coin. How much value is in you? The value of a human species is immense. How much money you see is made from MONACOIN or Bitcoin? If you see the same type of value, you put that same type of value upon yourself, you can make a business out of yourself. You can make a lifelong income out of yourself. You can make a brand out of yourself, that where you call the shots and you set the prices, and you're paid just by being you. Okay? The real value is in you, and you are the value behind the coin. What else are we going to talk about here? Yeah, so you're the value behind the coin. Focus on developing yourself. Focus on being a better you. I think that wraps up this video for today. All right. Subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a fantastic day.